guys, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that I get to film this video. 500 subscribers. Like, I tear up thinking about it. I truly do. It's mind-blowing to me that you guys have subscribed, that you have watched my videos, that you have given them so much love and support. The messages that I have received from you guys, the comments, it all means so much to me. And since we've got a lot of new faces over the last few months, I thought it would be fun to sit down and do a 500 subscriber Q&A. So here on YouTube in the community tab, I reached out and asked you guys for some questions. And then over on my Instagram, I'm at Main Street Through Your Eyes over there as well. And I have my Instagram linked below, as well as my Facebook. So if you're not already following me over there on those two platforms, I would love it if you would. So in between uploads, I do post on the community tab here on YouTube, as well as interact with you guys over on Instagram and Facebook as well. So like I said, if you are not already following me over there on those two platforms, I would love to interact with you there. If you are stumbling along this video for the first time, welcome. My name is Kayla. I am a wife to the most amazing husband, a mom to the most wonderful, oh my gosh, you guys, he's just the best little 2-year-old boy. He's 2.5 now. I love all things Disney and travel, and I share Disney travel and lifestyle content here on my channel. So if you're not already, please subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of our growing community here at Main Street Through Your Eyes. Be sure to hit that notification bell so you know when I post additional videos. And if you enjoy this video, this Q&A while you're watching, if you'll give it a thumbs up, it would mean so much to me. But without further ado, let's get into your questions, because you guys came through and asked some great ones. I usually film on my phone, but I have invested in a camera. So I'm actually utilizing it for the first time today. So if the video quality is a little bit off, or maybe the sound doesn't sound right, or whatever the case may be, maybe you hear like car noises or whatever, I apologize. I'm still getting used to the camera, but I'm so excited to have it. And I just really hope that it'll help improve the quality of my videos for you guys to enjoy. And I was trying to find a great place to sit down and have this chat with you guys. And I'm sure, as you can imagine, with a 2.5-year-old little boy running around the house, it can be hard to find a quiet moment or a quiet place to film. Jessica Braun did a Q&A in her car probably a few months ago. If I can find it, I'll link it below. But I absolutely loved it. There's something about being in your car and just feeling like you're chatting with a friend. I don't know. I loved the setting. And so I am here in one of our local parks. I hopefully will have a little bit of time before people pour in for the day to enjoy the park, and I can answer your questions. But like I said, without further ado, I will stop rambling and I will answer your questions. But the reason that I brought up having a camera is usually I'm on filming on my phone. So I've got so used to typing up all of the questions that I've got them here. So if you see me looking down and reading, that's what I'm reading off of. Let's get started. Okay, so the first question is, share your story on how you got to where you are now. Whew. I feel like that could be such a long-winded video in and of itself, but I'll try to shorten it and condense it as much as I can. I found out that I was pregnant with our son in March of 2020, 1 week before the world shut down for the pandemic, and I continued working through my pregnancy. And the original goal was for me to go back to work after having our son and being on maternity leave. And kind of one thing led to another, and it just turned out that our original plans weren't going to pan out. And financially, the cost of childcare, it really, when you're doing the math, whether it's, for gas and childcare and all of those things, I would have been going to work just to pay for childcare. And that didn't make sense to us. And so we ended up deciding that the best fit for our family would be for me to stay home with our son. And I have been home with him for the last 2.5 years, and it's been wonderful. I have thoroughly enjoyed being a stay-at-home mom, but at the same time, I was really wanting to find something that was my own again, something to pour myself into creatively, something that brought me joy. I guess that kind of sounds bad because of course my son brings me so much joy. Being his mom brings me so much joy, and being able to be home with him has been such an incredible blessing, and I feel so grateful that I've been able to do that. But just walking through my postpartum journey, I just really, I don't know, I just wanted something that was mine again. I actually reached out to Tyler, who is the owner of People Mover Travel, the travel agency that I work for. And because I knew Disney like the back of my hand, but I really struggled. And I've shared a little bit about this with postpartum anxiety and depression. And so I knew I wanted to take our son to Disney for his first birthday, but I just wasn't in a place mentally to focus on planning a trip. And so I had followed Tyler and his sweet wife, Jessica. I'll link both of their channels below. If you're following me, I'm sure you're already following them, but just in case, I'll link them below. Please be sure to go and give them some love because they really have inspired me so much and supported me on this journey. But back to what I was saying, I reached out to Tyler and I said, hey, can you help me plan this trip for our son? And I remember being in Magic Kingdom. We were sitting on the hub grass with our son, taking in Main Street, taking in the castle. I was just watching our son, and I was watching all of these families, and I was like, wow, like I want to give this to other people. Like I want to help other people make these incredible memories that will last a lifetime. And so I reached out to Tyler, thinking there was no way in the world he would take a chance on me, but he did, and I became a travel agent for him. A few months into it, I started talking to Tyler about, we were just having kind of like a one-on-one meeting, and he was like, well, have you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel? And I was like, no, no, I haven't. I have not thought about it at all. I don't know anything about that. I wouldn't even know where to start. And he was like, well, I really think you should think about it. And I was like, okay. And so originally our channel just became a place for us to kind of log our home movies, so to speak, and to share our travels, and a way for our son to be able to look back on all of our adventures with him growing up. So yeah, I just started uploading videos, and it's just kind of grown from there. It's turned into something I never expected, to the point where I thoroughly love filming, you guys. I love doing these videos. It's given me, my YouTube channel has just given me a sense of community. It's given me a creative outlet, and it's given me a way to document our life so that our son can look back and have all of these videos to share with his children someday if he decides to have kiddos. I know that was such a long answer. I tried to condense it as much as I could, but that's kind of how my channel came to be. Okay, I don't know where it cut me off. My camera ended up overheating. You guys, I'm still learning this camera, but I found a spot in the shade. So background's a little bit different, but I did find a spot in the shade, and we're gonna keep going. But I think I left off with that's kind of how my channel came to be, and I couldn't love it more. I couldn't love it more. I cannot believe that this has just become such a part of my life, something that brings me so much joy, and thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me by subscribing. It means the world to me. So great question. Sorry it was such a long answer. How did you come up with the name Main Street Through Your Eyes? So I will pop a picture up here on the screen. It was kind of in that same moment where I thought, man, like I wish I could give this gift to others, this gift of planning vacations for other families. We were sitting, I get emotional thinking about it because it's just such a sweet picture, but we were sitting there and I remember thinking and saying to my husband, man, there is nothing like seeing Main Street through his eyes. Looking at my son and thinking, man, there's nothing like seeing Main Street through your eyes. Main Street is just everything to me. It is my favorite part of every Walt Disney World park. Just Main Street USA is just my favorite place. If you're gonna find me somewhere, it's probably on Main Street. I just love it. I love everything about it. And so that's how the name came to be. I just was sitting there and I was like, wow, there is nothing like seeing this place through your eyes. But then the meaning has kind of grown over time from there. So when I decided to become a travel agent, I was like, wow, like I'm going to get to see the world through my clients' eyes, whether that's Disney World or just the world in general. Because the beautiful thing about Main Street is that there is a Main Street in every town, in every country across the world. There's that central hub, that heart of a town. So whether you're going to Tennessee or Washington State or Japan or Grand Cayman Islands, wherever you're going, there is a Main Street. It may not be called Main Street, but there is that Main Street, that heart of a community where you really get a sense of what that place is all about. And the thought that I get to see Main Street through my clients' eyes, you guys, it is so special when I get an email from a client and they're sharing their trip with me and they've sent pictures. There's nothing better. There is nothing better than planning a trip, tailoring a trip, because there's so many different ways to do the same trip, right? There's so many different ways to do a Walt Disney World vacation. There's so many different ways to do a cruise. There are so many different ways to do an all-inclusive vacation, but to be able to tailor a vacation to my client, to their families, and then seeing that come to fruition and just knowing that they've made memories with their families that will last a lifetime. There's nothing better. So originally the name came from just seeing Main Street through my son's eyes, seeing the world through his eyes, the childlike wonder that comes with that. And it really has just grown into seeing the world through my client's eyes as well. So yeah, that's where the name came from. All right, the next on the list is going to be, where is your favorite non-Disney travel destination? Oh, guys, that's a hard one. I would probably have to say Hawaii. I visited Hawaii when I was a little girl, and let me tell you, it has stuck with me. Just the memories that I made there, the beauty, it was just wonderful. The people, the culture, everything just about it is incredible. I think it's one of those once in a lifetime bucket list trips that you hope you get to make more than once in a lifetime. So that's definitely a place that I am looking forward to sharing with my husband and my son. Next question. Sorry, there's stuff going on in the background and I'm trying not to get distracted. What is the next Disney resort hotel you want to stay at that you haven't been to before? Oh man, that's hard. I want to stay at all of them. I really do. That is definitely on my list, is to stay at every Walt Disney World resort hotel. But I have to say, I would really love to stay at the Polynesian someday. We went to visit and have breakfast at Ohana 2 trips ago. I'll link the video below, but it was so beautiful in there, and just the vibe and the atmosphere is just incredible. And also knowing that it's one of like the original resorts, I think it's really cool too. So there's a lot of history there. So yeah, I think if I had to pick one that I would love to stay at that I haven't yet, it would definitely probably be the Polynesian. Now, being a vlogger for quite some time, what's your favorite thing about vlogging? I giggle because, you guys, the fact that I'm a vlogger is wild to me. Like, if you had told me that I would be doing this right now, I would have laughed at you. So, because it's so far outside my comfort zone. It's so far outside my career path that I originally had for myself, but man, is it fun. But anyways, what is my favorite thing about being a vlogger? I think just documenting our life. You know, I think there's something so special about those old home movies where you're seeing the kids open the Christmas presents, or just swimming in the pool, or hanging out at the park. And I feel like because of like social media, you're only getting like snippets of people's lives, right? So that those long form home videos, I really kind of felt like we're becoming a thing of the past. And with having our son, I just love the fact that we've got these long form videos to document our life with him. And I just think it's so cool. I wish I would have started sooner. I think, just to round out that question, just really having the opportunity to create home movies that our son can look back on and enjoy for many years to come is my favorite thing about vlogging. And I wish we would have started sooner. That's what I was saying. I wish I would have started like when my husband and I, it was just the two of us, and just kind of documenting our life. I think it's so important to leave that type of legacy that your loved ones can look back on. So yeah, that's my favorite part about being a vlogger. Sorry. Favorite travel memories from the last year. I'm gonna go with last calendar year. So that would have been June 2022 to June 2023. My parents being in Walt Disney World with our son. They are the reason that I love Disney so much. They actually went on their honeymoon to Walt Disney World. Our love for Disney has just kind of grown from there. So that was just so special. I'll link that video below. Yeah, that's got to be a special memory. Getting to meet my People Mover travel agency family was just so incredibly special. Just so special. They're just the best group of human beings, you guys. We are all so different, and I think that is what makes us so special as a team. So getting to meet them in person was just amazing. And staying at the Riviera, you guys, I will never get over that trip. I just won't. I will never get over the fact that I got to stay there. Absolutely fell in love with it. In fact, the cinnamon cold brew, even if you're not staying there, go to Le Petit Cafe. Get the cinnamon cold brew. You guys, it is so good. I have tried to recreate it at home. My husband and I both have. And even this morning when I went to our local coffee shop, I was like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. And he made it, and it's not quite as good, but it's still pretty good. So anyways, yeah, it's just staying there was incredible. It was just so good, you guys. I don't know what else to say, but those are my top 3 memories. My parents getting to be in Walt Disney World with our son, getting to meet my People Mover travel agency family, and staying at Disney's Riviera Resort. That whole trip this past May was so special and will always hold a special place in my heart for so many reasons. Not only that we got to stay there. Your top things to do for self-care / to unwind after the day? That's a good question. I would say one of the things that I love to do is take a shower at the end of the day. That is just my peace. That is what helps me to unwind. I just feel so much peace when I get to take a shower at the end of the day. So I definitely enjoy that. I don't like wash my hair every time or whatever, but just getting in the shower and just feeling like, whew, I'm washing the day off. You know, it's just refreshed, clean and refreshed, I would say. And then my skincare routine at night. I love skincare, you guys. I love makeup, but over the years, since becoming a mom, I have fallen in love with skincare. So my skincare routine is definitely a favorite thing for me to do to unwind in the evening. And then another thing that I enjoy doing, it's one of 2 things, and they're both very different. Either I will play a video from one of my comfort YouTubers, or I will literally completely unplug and read a book to unwind in the evening. So 2 different ways of relaxing. One is to completely unplug from social media, and the other is to watch one of my favorite comfort YouTubers. And I'll link some of their channels below. Brianna is one of them, Jess and Tyler, of course, our Z-Roll, who edits all of my videos. Those are some of my favorite comfort YouTubers to watch in the evening just to unwind after a day. So, oh, the park's starting to fill up, and I get nervous about like filming and people watching me, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. This is what I do, so I'm gonna embrace it and try to get used to it. But okay, would you ever do a daily routine vlog just at home? I don't know. I had never thought about it. Yeah, if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing, let me know in the comments below, like maybe my morning routine or evening routine or just a daily routine. Honestly, every day looks a little bit different, but we do have some staples that we consistently do throughout the day. So if that's something that you would be interested in seeing, let me know in the comments below, because yeah, I mean, I would be open to filming that if that's something that interests you guys. All right, last question. I'm flying in a few months with my 18-month-old alone. It's 12-hour travel time and 3 different planes. What are your go-to toys or activities? So let me preface this by saying we have not flown with our toddler yet, but we do road trip with him a lot, and our road trip is usually about 6 or 7 hours to get to Walt Disney World, because we always drive. That being said, I do have some favorite toys that he really enjoys. The first is a tablet. It's a drawing tablet. So I love that because I'm not worried about crayons and markers and things like that. The other thing that I love are the coloring pads, but the markers only color on the pads themselves. And I'll link all of this stuff below. The third thing that I recommend are the Magnetiles. They have a travel set, and they are smaller. So just kind of, obviously you're going to watch your kiddo. But I'm just saying our son has a tendency to put them in his mouth, and so that's just something to keep in mind. But they have a really great travel set, and those are amazing for traveling, because they're, you know, it's just really small and compact. You guys, we did break down and purchase an Amazon Fire tablet for him. We always kind of utilize that as a last resort, just to keep him entertained. But the one thing I will say is I like that you can download books onto the Amazon Fire tablet, so it's not just like, I mean, it's screen time, but it's a book. So he or she enjoys you reading to her or him. You know, that's something that you can utilize the Amazon Fire tablet for. I'm trying to think of other things. I tell you what I'll do. I will link all of my go-to stuff below. Those are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head, but that's a great question. I hope you have an amazing trip. You're gonna do great. You've got this. You are an amazing mama, and you can do this. So all the love and encouragement and support heading your way. And I know you're gonna have an amazing trip, and you're gonna make amazing memories with your kiddos. So I'm so excited for you. But you guys, I think my camera battery is about to die, or it's going to overheat again. So I am going to wrap up this video, but this has been so fun, you guys. Thank you so much for your questions. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for subscribing. If you know someone who would enjoy the content on my channel, I would love it if you would share my channel with them. I really love the community that we're building here at Main Street Through Your Eyes, and I love that it truly is a community. So if you would share my channel with your family and friends, it would mean the world to me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it while you're watching. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and join us here. And don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you know when our next set of videos goes live, which I think will be my Disneyland trip. So stay tuned for that, depending on the order. But anyways, I have enjoyed this so much, and I hope that this has given you a little bit of glimpse into who I am. I would love to get to know you guys better, so leave some comments down below. I can't wait to chat with you in the comments section, and I'll see you in my next one.